Hey, let's talk Gillette. What's happening in Gillette? Next week on July 1st is a Gillette City Council meeting. Before we get to the agenda, let's take a look at some other City of Gillette happenings in the next week or two. Next Friday will be the 4th of July, and city offices will be closed in recognition of the 249th anniversary of the founding of the United States of America. If Friday is your regular trash day, your trash will be picked up on the following Monday instead. As always, there's tons to do on the 4th of July in Gillette. From 6 to 9 in the morning, you can get breakfast at the Firefighter Pancake Feed at the fire department. At 7:15, the Gillette Physical Therapy 4-mile run-walk starts, but you have to be registered by 6:45. The parade begins at 10 o'clock a.m. and will proceed down 2nd Street. At noon, events begin at Bicentennial Park, including the hot dog feed, mud volleyball, pie eating contest, strongman/strongwoman competition, and activities like a slip and slide, jump house, and kids games. Finally, at 10 o'clock p.m., the fireworks display will begin at Camplex. The 4th of July parade will also play back on GPA Cable Channel 190 at 4 p.m., 7 p.m., and 10 p.m., and stream online at gillettewy.gov/GPA. Are you excited to see what might be in store for the future of Dalby Park and the fishing lane? Because the city has published a draft of the Dalby Improvement Study, and they'd like feedback on it through an online survey, which I have linked to in the description. The survey is available through Friday, July 18th. And here's what's on the July 1st City Council agenda. There is one special event permit to close the 3rd Street Plaza on August 5th for a National Night Out event. National Night Out is an annual community-building campaign that promotes police, community partnerships, and neighborhood camaraderie to make our neighborhoods safer, more caring places to live. National Night Out enhances the relationship between neighbors and law enforcement while bringing back a true sense of community. Furthermore, it provides a great opportunity to bring police and neighbors together under positive circumstances. Millions of neighbors take part in National Night Out across thousands of communities from all 50 states, U.S. territories, and military bases worldwide on the first Tuesday in August. Since National Night Out is the first Tuesday in August, the City Council meeting that would usually be on that night will instead be held on Monday, August 4th. Council will consider acceptance of public improvements for the Fleet Crew Room renovation project. Council will also consider Amendment Number 2 to the Construction Management Professional Services Agreement for the Wastewater Treatment Plant Headworks Replacement Project. The amendment is necessary because the project has taken longer than the original schedule, and there's additional costs for the extra construction management time. The project should be finished this summer, and there are funds available to pay for it from the current ARPA grant and capital construction loan. There's a bid award for the City Hall Chiller Plant Replacement Project. A chiller plant is not a plant that is just really relaxed and cool, like a flower with sunglasses on. Although, like sunglasses, a chiller plant exists to make things cool, since it's the part of the HVAC system responsible for lowering air temperature. There are 2 re-subdivisions from the City Planning Commission on the agenda. One is for a property on Richards Avenue, to separate a lot that has a medical office from a separate structure on that lot that is currently a non-conforming use residence, and make the 2 separate buildings 2 separate lots as well. The other is for a property on Ariel Avenue, to break a large lot into 2 smaller ones. There are 2 ordinances first readings for updates to the City Code. Chapter 18, Streets and Sidewalks, and Chapter 7, the City Engineering Code, are being updated to remove or modify some outdated practices and rules regarding construction. The City Council will appoint or reappoint members to the Citizen Advisory Boards. Finally, there will be a public hearing and council consideration for the adoption of the 2025 Integrated Resource Plan for the United States Department of Energy and the Western Area Power Administration. This is something the city is required to do every 5 years as part of the agreement with WAPA. As part of the IRP process, the public is encouraged to review the plan and invited to comment at the public hearing. I flipped through the plan, and there was some interesting stuff in there. For example, the all-time hourly peak energy demand for the city of Gillette was at 5 p.m. on June 18th, 2022. So I looked it up, thinking it was like a record heat day or something. It was 100 degrees Fahrenheit that day, which is high, but not record-setting high. However, looking at the calendar, that would have been the second day of the National High School Finals Rodeo that year, so maybe that had something to do with it. That's a brief look at the July 1st meeting. You can find the agenda on the city website, gillettewy.gov, and click on any item in the agenda to get a deeper explanation of the topic and see any supporting documentation. Sign up to receive meeting notices by clicking on the email updates link in the description of this episode. City Council meetings are broadcast live on GPA TV cable channel 192, as well as streaming online at gillettewy.gov/GPA, where you can also find past meetings archived. Let's Talk Gillette is a production of Gillette Public Access Television and the City of Gillette. For more information on city operations, visit the city's website, gillettewy.gov, or follow the City of Gillette on Facebook or Instagram.